saw a guy's tweet being like, did OJ kill 2 people? Yes. But OJ also ran 200 yards in a 14-game season. Now you tell me which one of those matters.
I made sure to delete.
Delete on both.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I realized I was recording, so they're gonna see me fucking gobble your nuts.
That's going in.
The nut goblin.
The nut goblin.
Welcome back to Grasping at Straws with Nate, Mitch, and Evan.
What's up, bitches?
We're here for another one. We're back at my house. We got Diva all drugged up, so she's over in her chair laying down. It's going to be a good one, fellas. I feel it in my palms.
Oh, yeah.
you
We
feel
got
it.
so much to talk about.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were just saying how much we got to talk about.
Just overflow of information.
There's so
literally a
much.
staggering amount.
So,
First of all, I
Yeah.
want to say, fucking comment, guys. Tell us topics to debate.
Dare us to do things. And
Dare
we'll
us to
do
do
it, man.
stuff.
yeah, give us.
I'll shave my
stuff.
nipples. I don't care.
Yeah, he will do it. He'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, debates, anything.
Actually, yeah, that'll be a good one. If this, what's like an attainable amount of likes?
Let's
Like 15 likes, and I'll shave Nate's nipples on
20 likes.
let's wax
20
his
likes.
chest with duct tape.
Oh, fucking a wax. We're hitting 150,
A
200
duct
likes.
tape wax? That might pull
Nah,
a
dude,
nipple
we
ring out.
gotta make this attainable. We'll make it like 30 likes, and
No.
we'll
30
wax it.
likes? Yo, I'm making 30
Yo,
spam
I'll
accounts.
let you fucking.
I'm making 30 spam accounts tonight.
I'll let you fucking. You can wax my chest with duct tape for if there's 30 likes.
I just realized torturing Nate is the right amount of like ambition I need to make a bunch of spam accounts.
Get us to 500 subscribers, and I'll wax my taint.
You can't do that on camera though. We're just gonna have to take your good word for it.
No,
you
we'll
could
just
do
set
it
him
from
up
like a side view.
No, we'll set him up like literally like from waist down behind the couch.
We need.
Well, no, because I'm gonna have to be like sitting like this.
We belong.
Yeah,
on
well then we'll set you up
Patreon.
on a stool so that you can see like your head and your legs are up. And then I don't know, me and Mitchell like rock paper scissors on who's
No,
gonna
we
be the
just
one to
hold
pull
a
the
I was
leg
trigger.
saying
up.
professional.
Me and you hold a leg up, Evan.
I'll get it done professionally.
No, me and you.
No, me and Mitch can handle
Yeah,
this.
no, Evan. We'll hold a leg up, and we can blur your face, whatever the fuck. Will could just fucking yank.
Yeah, we'll
the
blur
wax.
Will's face and his raging hard on.
Well, we're all gonna have those.
Yeah, no, but I want them to know that I'm hard.
Oh yeah, I'll just announce it. I might not notice mine. It's a little more subtle.
Call.
Oh, if I knew we were waxing Nate's taint, I would have wore my big dick jeans.
But yeah, comment
If after
anything.
this episode airs and we lose a couple subscribers, I'm not gonna stop laughing.
But yeah, comment anything. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know that people are enjoying it or not enjoying it. Anything. Tell us we're gay, especially Evan.
Yeah, I'll
something.
take that on the chin.
Yeah, you will.
You're goddamn right, brother.
It's my new favorite expression: taking something off the chin. Oh yeah, we're not drinking this episode. That's good.
Yeah, we say
That's
as I'm
good.
cracking a beer.
It doesn't really count.
I'm drinking enough to. I'm drinking enough to drive.
That was hilarious timing. Like, yeah, we're not drinking anymore.
Well, we're not really.
Yeah,
We're
we're-
having like a beer.
Yeah.
We're not alcoholics entirely.
Well, I was gonna say we are. So this for us doesn't really count as drinking.
Yeah, it's just one beer to get the shakes off.
Yeah. Get the shakes off, dust off the cobwebs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We need to get those smelling salts.
Dude,
I've actually wanted to fucking
we'll
try
do 'em on
those,
the-
bro.
we'll do 'em
I
on
was
the pod
just
for
looking
sure.
before
Yeah.
we started filming on
much are they?
on Amazon, like $20.
Oh, we'll get it for next episode for sure.
Yeah. Get a few
Well,
of them.
we'll see how my day at the casino goes tomorrow.
Yeah, Nate comes back with smelling salts, fucking
Cocaine.
new tripod.
Fucking
Cocaine.
some lean.
Herpes.
Yeah.
Oh, I went in there with that, brother. I don't get that shit. I give it. But
Yeah.
yeah, casino tomorrow. I'm actually. I almost went because we were gonna stay up north till tomorrow.
Oh yeah, this guy wouldn't shut up about the casino.
Well, I found out there's a casino like half an hour away.
Yeah, we were at the bar in Gravenhurst, and we were talking to some guy outside having a smoke. And he mentioned how he came back from the casino, and Nate jumped up like a little kid on Christmas. Where's the casino? He found, where is it, Rama?
Yeah, it's casino.
Half an
Rama
hour
in
away from
Rama.
Gravenhurst, roughly, which is basically 45 minutes away from where we're staying. And for the next
And we had a rain date
2 or
coming
3
up.
days, he brought up the casino like 10 times. He's like, Mitch, I'll give you $40 because he wants me to come.
give you $40
because
to
he wants
gamble
me to
with.
come with him. And I'm like, I don't know how it works, so I was like, $40. It sounds like fuck all. And he's like, nah, you could do fucking 75-cent spins on the fucking like roulette machine or whatever it is.
No, really, just like slots, normal
Slots,
Yeah, like
yeah.
this-
Which I would do. I would just sit there on the slot machine,
Dude,
drink a beer.
I know some guys that have won like some serious fucking money on those slots, man.
Oh yeah, you hit
Like,
a jackpot. Like
No,
it's-
dude, my buddy Josh. So like he used to go to Caesar's Palace. That's out in Windsor, and I guess he was out there the one time. His mom was big into gambling too, so that's like what they did for
She
each
sounds
other's.
cool.
Oh, she was sick. It's
a good
sick,
bonding
bro, sick.
moment.
So fucking, I guess they
Mother-son
go out
bonding
there the
moment.
one time, and he's like fucking around. He hasn't even done anything yet. Like he's literally like, I go in, I grab a drink. I'm like walking around with my mom. She's using the slot machines, and he sees one that was Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put a max spin on this and just see what happens. It was like $5. Puts the fiver in, yanks it, jackpot, $2,800. And he's like, I didn't fucking spend a dime. He's like, I didn't spend anything on gambling.
Is
He's
that
like,
something that I could do at Rama?
yeah.
technically, like you got to be
It's-
fucking.
I
I can
odds,
see why
bro.
this is addicting.
The odds aren't there to just do
No.
one spin.
No.
Like my
Like, I don't even
dad-
buy scratch tickets. Like, I don't believe in luck and all that shit.
that's why I like blackjack. There's a little bit more skill involved.
Yeah, there and same with poker and the card, all the
Yeah.
card games.
I'll do the
yeah.
slots.
Blackjack's definitely the most fun.
Yeah.
I would say personally.
Yeah, I was there the one time.
Poker players would definitely disagree, but
I was there the one time with this guy we know. I don't know if you would know him. I think his name's Clay. No, it's not Clay. Whatever, doesn't
was
matter.
it Spat?
No, we're not getting into wrestling. Fuck you.
Evan, I'm kind of on your side, man.
Wrestling, you say?
Yeah,
But,
So Nate, how do you feel about WrestleMania this year, man?
dude.
Shut the fuck up. I'm in the middle of a story.
Yeah, my bad.
I was just
But-
I was just thinking of Spat, man. Wondering what he's
But
up to.
we were at it was one of my first times playing blackjack, so I didn't really know what I was doing. Like I didn't know any like splits or doubling or like when to stand, when to hit. So I'm just playing, and I was hammered. And I was getting the dealer to like blow on my chips every time before a bet. And she was loving it. She was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then there was a guy beside us, Austin, and
Wait, Big Boy?
yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. And he's putting down like fucking $80 hands, like splitting, doubling, fucking. And he's just like, bro, if you're not going to take this serious, get the fuck off the table. And I'm like, no, I'm having fun. And I'm like, he's like, you're just annoying the dealer. I'm like, am I annoying you? She's like, no, I'm having a blast. I'm like, good. Fuck you. I
Yeah,
think he lost like
he's the one being
$1,800.
toxic.
He lost like $1,800 that night. And wanted to stay in our hotel room, and I was like, "There's no room. Like, I didn't even invite you out here."
Yeah,
and then I was like,
he's an interesting fella.
I was like, sorry, man, like, you gotta leave. And he left. He had like a new Audi or something, and he hit 3 raccoons on his way home and fucked his car up.
What the fuck is this guy doing? It sounds like he's kind of doing it to himself. You know what I mean? You could just not hit raccoons. You could just not be a dick at the fucking casino.
Well, you know what? Now that I'm into it, if I was fucking down like $1,100 and some dumbass was beside me, I'd be like, yeah, get the fuck out of this table.
Yeah.
Now that I know how to play, that you can actually like fuck with other players. If you're like, I'm not gonna get into it, but there's certain times where you shouldn't hit, and then if you do hit and you hit like a 10 that the next person needs, there'll be like, yo, you just took my 10, you fucking idiot! Like you shouldn't have hit on that. And it makes sense, but
Sounds
it
like
doesn't.
a shitty environment that I would
It's
not enjoy
gambling,
myself
dude.
in.
Yeah, they're all degenerates. We're all
I
degenerates.
thought it was supposed to be fun though. Don't people go there to have fun?
If you win, it's so fun.
Does it sound like I'm having fun?
I guess I had that covered, did I?
No, I'm hoping there's going to be some horse races going on tomorrow.
That's what my grandpa
I thought you were just gonna say I'm hoping there's some whores. I was like,
Well, also that.
that
Well,
wouldn't
naturally.
be awful.
Horse races would be fun. I would come for that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's
like
fun because
betting
you
on
can
them.
bet like $2 or
Yeah, my grandpa goes and he'll bet like on a good day he'll spend $100 betting on them. On a bad day he'll spend like $20 betting on them. He has a good time. He goes to Flamborough Downs and bets on the horse.
Yeah, that's where we're going
the
tomorrow.
races all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what-
might even see my grandpa there, like my mom's dad. You've met him 1 or 2 times. I know you've met him a couple times.
Which one?
Grandpa Brian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves the horse races. He makes it seem like a really good time. too.
They're fun. Like
He just goes there, chain smokes cigarettes, and bets on the
I
horses.
was there with Adrian the one day, and we were betting like $2-3 a race, and there was like a group of like Indian guys that I'm pretty sure had a lot of money on the line because we had our horse coming in, and we're like, yeah, go.
Picturing the Sopranos right now.
And then wait, why? I said Indian.
No, just the a lot of money on the line betting on horses and like the stress of it. Tony Soprano going through that.
But and then like our horse won, and you could just see them just go like dead silent, and we're sitting there like cheering. We're like, yeah, we won like $6.
Fuck yeah, winning is winning.
It's fun. It's a thrill. It's definitely a thrill.
Yeah, I've
Doing
never
that on cocaine would be.
doing anything on.
Why'd you look at
cocaine is
Evan when you
sick.
said that?
Because I love cocaine. I love it so much that I had to retire.
Quit while you're ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
beat cocaine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you beat that shit up.
Cocaine. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, I was never really one for gambling. When I would, I'd always I'd throw money down on like fucking Super Bowl, or like when I was a kid, me and my buddy used to like fucking gamble with like chump change on fucking wrestling.
Is that all it takes? I didn't know that.
We're good. I need to plug it in.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it wasn't recording, and I was gonna be like, Nate, you're fucking barred, dude.
It's recording. It's just 20%.
Actually,
You guys continue.
Yeah,
This is me continuing.
this is also me.
You were talking
me
about
continue.
gambling, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd gamble on Super Bowl with a buddy of mine because like his birthday is always around the Super Bowl, but I don't watch football. Like I just don't. It's not something I give
I
a
don't
shit
either,
about.
yeah.
So I'd always show up to like his like party. He always gets like that back room at the Thirsty Cactus.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'd show up like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
fucking year and just be like, who's playing? And like when I think it was like Kansas City and the Ravens, he's like Kansas City and the Ravens. I was like, who are you putting money on? And he's like Ravens. I was like, guess I got $5 on fucking KC then, baby. And I fucking took his goddamn money.
Hell yeah, you did.
I've actually taken that kid's
Was
money
it the
on
squares? Do you ever do the squares?
I have actually the one like fuck.
It's
I was
usually
a-
at a workplace or something.
I was like a kid for that, but like I used to date this chick when I was in like grade 9, and her family was like big into football, and I threw down like fucking. I don't know. I think it was like you put like $15 to get in or whatever. So I put in my money, made like random fucking off the cuff guesses, and then ended up getting all of them. And I left with like $130, and the family was pissed because I was like to this
not
day.
knowing anything.
Yeah, and like, bro, I wasn't even watching the
game.
game, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they'd just be like, Evan, you were right again. I'd be like, suck me.
Oh, dude. You know, like March Madness, like the basketball?
Yeah.
Adrian and his family gets into it every year for like, they do like a big bracket. And I got in the first year. This is when I was still smoking weed. And I don't know.
Timestamp.
I don't know shit about
Fuck.
about college basketball. And me and Adrian were getting high, and I'm doing my bracket, and I get to the end of like who I think is gonna win and shit. And I'm like, all right, so yeah, like I don't really know much about college football, but like, yeah, here. And he's like, dude, it's basketball. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It doesn't change. But I had Notre Dame going decently far, because I'm like, I think that's a good like football college. I was in the top, I think, 100 people after the first 2 rounds. Like, I had a perfect bracket of like the biggest upsets and shit. And it was like Adrian's dad's friend who like studies college basketball all year, like basically for this tournament, was like, who the fuck is Dr. Love? Like,
Oh, Dr. Love.
that was just like my name
That's
on
your
it.
Discord name.
And then Adrian's like, yeah,
could
that's
be wrong,
Nate.
I don't know.
He's he thought he was doing football picks, and then Al was like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, I was like literally like top 100, 200 people in the world for like
That's
the
nuts.
brackets. It
That's
was
nuts.
ridiculous.
I
I ended
fucking-
up coming in like dead last because my like final, like my final 8 and 4, and then my finals were just so far off, but it was pretty fire.
Yeah, fuck, thinking of March Madness. So, did I tell you that, like, we saw a little fucking bar fight at Boston Pizza over fucking March Madness, like, last time
The
Keeler
one in
was in town?
Westdale?
No.
Yeah,
Really?
bro. And the funny thing is, I literally, like, I missed the money shot, bro. Because, like, we're sitting at the table bar side. Bar's, like, right behind me. And, like, you know how, like, the bar kind of, like, wraps around and then there's the door to go out on the patio? So it's, like, right in that walkway. We're, like, having our conversations, like, me and Mickey, and I think, like, Nick and Keeler. And we're just shooting the shit. And then I just see Keeler, like, staring over at, like, the door to get to the patio. And he's like, I think there's going to be a scrap over there, fellas. And I was like, oh, yeah, no shit, eh? And I turn, and there's a big old bastard and a younger guy, like, fucking mid-30s, I don't know. And they're just beaking off to each other, like, fucking just, fucking, I couldn't even hear what they were saying, but they're like, fucking getting all in
If
each
you had
other's
to guess,
faces.
would you say it was probably game-related shit?
Oh, I would hope so. But also, like, for real, dog?
I know,
College,
it's so
college
hurting.
basketball.
It's
But,
so
like, I
hurting.
see it, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fight. I turn around, then I just see Keeler go, ooh, and I turn, and I just see this one dude, like, just fucking
he got
laid the
fucking
fuck out in the
punched.
bar.
Wait, the old guy or the young guy?
Younger guy.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
fucking all the employees kind
I
of like
love when
scooped
old
him up.
dudes knock out young guys.
Yeah,
It's the best.
all the
Oh, yeah.
employees like scoop the guy up off the ground, and they're like, "Yeah, you got to get the fuck out of here." And the guy's like, "Yeah, all right, sounds good." And he goes outside, and then right before we left, Keeler's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go have a smoke." And then they were trying to pick a fight with Keeler, and Keeler's like, "Yo, dude, like I'm not the fucking guy, bro." Like, and then we came out, so he's like, "Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here." And then the one guy's like, "Yo, what do you mean get the fuck out of here?" And then Mickey's like, "Why don't you get a fucking job, bro?" And we just walk away.
That's the best fucking insult. Why don't you get a fucking job, then leave?
Like,
No idea the boy's whole, like, employment history
Yeah.
or anything, but just
it
say
was
that
just
anyway.
fucking like as soon
Goes
as we
home,
walked.
it goes on Indeed.
Indeed,
But
yeah.
like, bro, like, what kind of dickhead are you? Where you're like, I'm gonna go to Boston Pizza, I'm gonna fight an old
Oh, I
man,
know,
I'm gonna
it's
get duffed
fucked.
out by an old man, and then I'm gonna
Dude,
fight another guy in the parking
That
lot as
old
if my
man
one
strength
loss
is a
isn't
real
great.
thing. Old man strength, you just don't.
Dude,
fuck
my
with.
Uncle Willie. I saw Uncle Willie the other day, dude.
Oh
He came over hammered.
That's a pretty trending thing at your house, isn't it?
Dude, Uncle Willie's the man. He's fucking.
No, but you were just saying earlier how someone came over hammered at your parents'
Oh yeah,
house.
Keenan. Well, Keenan does it like 3-4 times a year,
Oh,
and he just goes and gets drunk with my dad.
nice.
But yeah, I saw Uncle Willie. But Uncle Willie, you would like. He's a strong motherfucker, dude. He was hammered the one night, trying to scrap Jay, my brother, and fucking me and Cody had to go and try to like hold Uncle Willie down, and he's in a fucking robe, just dick flapping in the wind, and we're like trying to hold him back, and he's like fucking like. He's, I don't know, like 60. He's like close to 70, I think. This was maybe like 6 years ago. And he was just like, whoo, like no issue. Like, and we're like, Jay, run.
We can't hold him back. Get out of here. You might have a shot if you outrun him.
Save yourself! Like the fucking Lord of the Rings moment, just fly, you fools!
Fly, you fools.
That is the most effective tactic if you don't want to get your ass beat by an old man, though. Just
if you
run.
get your ass,
Yeah.
if you get your ass kicked,
Climb a
They're
tree.
stronger than you, but they don't have more stamina.
Just climb a tree. They're like polar bears.
Make sure they can't reach your feet because they'll drag your ass off the tree.
Fucking clip your chin on a couple branches. No, Uncle Willie's the man, though. Uncle Willie,
Dude,
no
what-
relations.
Uncle Willie used to grow some potent ass bushweed too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I actually it was one of the last times I saw Uncle Willie. It was when you still lived out in the boonies there, and fucking we were still in high school. I would have been in grade 12, and I remember being like, "Yeah, bro, like I got some smokes for Uncle Willie," and you're like, "All right, go fucking give them to him." So I go to this top of the stairs, and I'm like, "Yo, Willie," and he's like, "Nothing." I'm like. Uncle Willie. He's like, yo, what's up, buddy? I'm like, you motherfucker. So I'm like, yo, I got some smokes for you, man. He's like, all right, man, same deal as always, buddy. I got you. And he fucking, because I used to give him res darts, and then he'd just fucking give me like a little handful of dope for the cigs. So then, like, since I knew it was gonna be the last time I'd see him for a while, because you guys were moving out shortly thereafter, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll bless the trap. I'll give him a deck of my putters. So I hand him a fucking half a
Oh,
pack
those are
of butts.
premium res smokes, too.
I hand him a half a pack of butts, and he looks at it, and he's got this handful of dope, and he goes, dude, that's like way too many fucking cigarettes, bro. I was like, nah, dude, like you've been good to me, like, because he always blessed me. He gave me so much fucking weed for like just like a handful of
Come in
cigs.
with the bots.
Yeah, and coming in with the bottle tokes as well. But fucking, he actually, I got a good story about the bottle
I
tokes
know,
with him.
I
Yeah,
was about to
fucking,
say it.
he's going to hand me this little handful of weed, and then he sees all the smokes. He's like, nah, dude, nah, man. Like, no, I'll be right back. And he goes back downstairs. I'm like, all right. He comes back up. I shit you not. Like, cupped hands. And I'm like, bro, like, it's literally a mountain of weed in his hands. And he's like, put your hands out. I'm like, dude, that's way too much weed. He's like, nah, don't be a pussy. Like, fucking put your hands out. And I'm like, all right, fine. So, yeah, he gave me, like, I don't know, probably a squirt of piss under a half ounce of bush weed for a fucking half a pack of smokes.
That's not bad.
Oh, dude, and the weed was fucking proper, too.
Dude, I like a good bush weed. It's the
dude,
best.
This shit was
That
like...
was actually my dad.
Especially if you're drinking
yeah,
beers.
no shit, eh?
My dad grows really good weed.
Yeah, fuck, that shit was potent.
There was his nickname from a crackhead that was his good friend. Rest in peace, Newfie. He used to call him Blueberry because he was like the first guy around, the best guy around.
He was the best guy around.
To grow blueberry kush, and like it tasted like blueberries.
That's pretty sick.
So yeah, when I was a kid, Newfie would always come around and be like, "Hey, Blueberry, what's up?" And we're like, "Why do you call him Blueberry?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you're older." And then we got older. He's like, "Yeah, it's because your dad grows a lot of weed."
Tasted like blueberries, so we called him Blueberry.
That guy was
mean,
he was a gambler too. That's probably where I got it from. He used to always get me to gamble on his phone for him. Video poker.
Yeah, fucking Willie with the bottle tokes. We were sitting in your bedroom. I think we were just playing. It was either we were playing Rock Band or it might have been Mario Kart on the N64.
That's all that was going on in that room.
So we're sitting there. I'm like high as fuck, just sitting by the door, and I'm smoking a dart. And then, like, just appearing in my peripherals, all I see is this fucking old Santa Claus looking bastard. And I turn, I'm like, how's it going there, man? He goes, good. Who are you? I'm like, I'm Evan, man. Nice to meet you. He's like, I'm Uncle Willie. Don't call me Willie. I'm like, deal. And he's like, mind if I borrow that cigarette? I'm like, dude, do you just want to smoke? He's like, nah, man. Can I just borrow it? And I'm like, dude, I'll give you a smoke. It's no big deal. He's like, nah, man. I'll just borrow it. I'm like, okay. So I hand it to him, and he just reaches into like his tit pocket of his shirt, and just, I honestly, I'm not making this up. He just pulls out a paper clip with honey oil on it. Like like I couldn't see what magic was going on in there, but he just pulled out this paper clip with honey oil on the end of it, and then just fucking tip right on the end of the cig, and just fucking. Just starts hitting the exhaust, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then he kind of looks at me and just goes, and I'm like, all right. And then he just fucking holds the cigarette over, and I'm like hitting it too. And then like, as soon as it's done, he just hands me the smoke. And goes, all right, man, you have a good one, brother. I was like, yeah, you take care of Willie. And he just points at me, and I'm like, Uncle Willie. He's like, have a good one. He just walks off. And then Nate, you were just like, yeah, that's my Uncle Willie. I was like, pretty good guy, man.
He's actually not related to me. That's why I say Uncle Willie, no relations. It's Jay's uncle.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, different dad.
That's funny that he was trying to scrap Jay now. That makes it extra funny.
Oh yeah, because Jay can be an asshole too. They were both hammered.
Was it like he was like pissed off trying to scrap him?
Oh yeah, they were fucking angry at each other.
Oh,
They got hot heads. But that was tough to get him off.
Thinking of Jay though, Nate. Tell us the stories of Jay pooping himself, because those always make me laugh, dude. That's what I mean. They always make me laugh, bro. Because that guy.
Start with the earlier.
He needs to get
memories.
his guts in line, bro. Because his asshole is plotting against him all the time.
Okay, there's two that I can remember. Great. There's we were going from it's when I lived on Mercer. There was Cactus Fest or Busker Fest or whatever. So we're going down to like the festival on the main street of Dundas, and we get about halfway, and he's like, I have to shit right now. And I'm like, well, fucking just walk to the bar. Like, he's like, I can't hold it. I cannot hold it. And then we pass a construction site, and there's a porta potty there, and he's like, oh, fucking thank God. Hops the fence, runs into the porta potty, and he's in there. And about like 4 or 5 minutes later, he goes, I just hear, fuck! I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on in there? And he's like, there's no toilet paper. Find me something out there to wipe my ass with. And then he just like cracks open the door, and I just like see him poke his head out, and he's like, give me that piece of Tyvek there. And I'm like,
that's fucking
so
awesome.
Then I hop the fence, I go run over, hand him. There's like families walking by because this is like a fucking festival in town. So I'm fucking crying, laughing already. And then I'm like, bro, there's fucking insulation, like fibers on that shit. He's like, I'll use the other side. I'm like, it's not gonna feel good. He's like, give me the fucking Tyvek. So
You should have just not even warned him.
Well, he still used it, and for the rest of the night, he's just had an itchy ass.
Oh man!
And I was fucking.
Do you imagine how shitty that
Dude, I
probably
could hear
was?
him like
No pun intended.
I could hear him like yelling in the porta potty as he's wiping his ass when there's like children and families walking by, and I'm like keeled over on the ground, just fucking howling. It was so funny. And then the other time we went to go see the Amity Affliction, and we're like walking to the venue, and he's like, he farts and he goes, oh. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, I just shit. I'm like, no way, you just fucking shit yourself. He's like, I just shit myself. And he's
That'll
like,
never not be fucking funny.
that's the funniest shit ever.
Dude, I've
Just
literally-
yeah.
I just shit myself. It's the funniest.
I've heard
Oh,
this
yeah.
story like 10 times since it happened. And sometimes, like, I'm always just be like, Nate, tell the story when Jay pooped himself again. Because it fucking gets me every time.
Oh, it's so fucking.
Oh, man. And then it gets better because he's like, I just pooped myself. And he's like, I need to go clean this up right now. And I'm like, we're in the middle of downtown Toronto. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? He's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, you're gonna have to walk with
You want me
it.
to go score some fucking Tyvek down the street?
It was middle of winter, so he had long johns on, and he ends up going behind this building, like the apartment building, and he gets fucking butt naked from the waist down, full Winnie the Pooh. And he's like, oh, we're good. My long johns trapped it. So he takes his long johns off, cleans them up. There's like 4 cars that drive past in the alleyway as he's just fucking wiping his legs down. And then you see like a light turn on, like a balcony above him. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I'm just keeled over laughing.
Oh my.
And then
God.
he comes back and he's like, all right, yeah, long johns are gone. Had to use those to clean up. And then we get about 10 minutes away and he goes, fuck, my wallet. No. He dropped his wallet when he took his pants off, so he had to go back. And he's like making
Oh
sure there's
my
no one
God.
like found his shitty long johns. So he goes back, grabs his wallet, and then we go to the concert. And we just split up when we get in there. That's kind of how we both do at concerts. We just do our own thing. But I knew he was close to me every time because I just got a waft of shit
Oh, that's like.
in like a packed venue. I'd just be like sitting there like moshing, be like Jay's close by, and then I like turn around, he's standing right behind me. I'm like, bro, everyone in here can smell your shit butt.
That's so bad. Especially because there's probably a bathroom there where he could probably clean his ass a little bit more if he wanted to.
I think he tried, but I think it did get on the pants.
Fuck, get the hand soap going.
And that was fucking brutal.
Got any more?
I think I lost.
Got any more in you?
I
I got a fun story of Nate
Uh-oh.
taking a pee one time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I might have heard this one.
I don't know.
You
Was this in
you
Quebec?
definitely remember it because we've talked about it like 1,000 fucking times.
Was it in
but-
Quebec?
Yeah, when we were at
heard this
we were
one.
at Heavy Montreal. So fucking we go to see Slayer. Nate's entire diet that day is literally like McDonald's breakfast, a hot dog, MDMA, and a fuck ton of cocaine.
And about 52 cigarettes.
Yeah, about 52 cigarettes and like enough
52
and enough beers to take down a small elephant. So the
gonna
guy's
say.
fucking shittered. And like Slayer's headlining, there's like 70,000 people there.
And we're close.
Yo, dude, we fucked off from the band that played before to make it to the main stage. So like, bro, I could have taken a fucking rock and hit one of the members on stage. That's how close we were. So the show starts, like everyone's kind of packed in there. Like they haven't really like played anything yet, but they're doing the intro and Nate's fucking off a bean, just fucking nuts. And he's just staring and he just goes, "Oh fuck." Like, "What's up, buddy?" And he just goes, "I gotta piss real bad." And I'm like, "Nate, are you like, have you turned around? Like, you're really gonna try to mission through 70,000 people to go and take a piss?" And then Nate just confidently goes, No, I got an idea. And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Don't look at me." And he goes into his bag and like, we had these like disposable water bottles they were giving out. So he fucking takes the water bottle, takes the lid off of it, and then I see him unzip his fly, and I'm like,
No, that's not how it went. I had like loose shorts on, so I stuck
oh
the
yeah,
bottle
you went up. Yeah, I couldn't
the
remember.
side of the
I couldn't
shorts.
remember if you undid your fly and stuck it in, or if you went up the pant leg. But yeah, you went up the pant leg, and then Nate's like just staring at the concert, all fucked up on drugs, and he's just staring. And then he fucking pulls out this bottle full of piss and just cranks the lid on it, and he's holding it for a second. I'm like, so what's the game plan now? And no hesitation, you're like, what do you mean? And just cock it over your shoulder.
Wait, into the crowd?
Yeah. Dude, he just pitches this thing. I turn, bro, you had a fucking arm on you. That thing got distance,
Bro,
bro.
imagine taking that thing off the side of the fucking face in the
Just a
crowd.
warm
And then-
bottle. I did feel bad, but I was like,
Did
at
you
least
put
the
the lid-
lid was on. The lid was on. I made sure it was securely on.
It's been a minute since I've seen a proper on drugs Nathan.
Oh, dude, I wanted
Other
to
than
beat
mushrooms.
I wanted to beat the piss out of him the second night, bro. When we went to that metal bar and you paid money to meet the guy from Alexis on Fire. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
fucked off. Bro,
I
it
was
hit
fucked
like,
again.
dude, he was
Yeah,
still
Nate
like,
just has a bad streak of meeting
like-
famous people.
Dude,
no, this one went well.
That one went well.
Evan wasn't feeling well. I was.
oh, dude, I was coming down so hard, bro. Like, I had hit that wall because, like, bro, I'd done like a fucking 8-ball up until that point. Like, I lied heavy about how much cocaine I had. I lied a lot about how much cocaine I had.
As cokeheads
As
do.
cokeheads always do. So I was like, I hit that wall where I'm like, I'm drinking beers and I'm doing lines and they're doing nothing for me. Like, I am not getting any drunker. I am not getting any higher. I am literally just like, I could feel my body like shutting down. And then I looked at the time and it's like fucking 4:30 in the morning. And I was texting Nate all night being like, yo, are we like good to leave soon? And then like when I saw it was 4:30, I texted Nate, be like, you got 5 minutes and then I'm leaving without you. Good luck. And then as soon as I hit send, Nate's like, yeah, dude, like, do you want to come back? I'm like, no, you fucking pussy. Like, I remember Carly was being like, yeah, dude, like if you ditch him here, like he can crash at our hotel room. And I was like, God bless, because if he's not here in 5, I'm leaving.
And it was funny because you sent me that text because you weren't feeling great going into the bar, but you're like, I'll go for a couple drinks. And I was like, I really want to go because Wade McNeil from Alexis on Fire is doing a DJ set upstairs, and I'm dressed as Steel Panther this whole time. So like,
That's
fucking
pretty sick.
tight, like leopard print tights, a mesh shirt, a wig, fucking like the full 9 yards. And I'm fucking still feeling great. Evan's not, and he's like, I'll go to the bar for a bit. I'm like, sweet. And then I get there, I go upstairs for a bit. It was a blast upstairs. And then I met Wade McNeil briefly. It went well. He thought my costume was jokes, and I showed him my Alexis on Fire tattoo, and he's like, that's fucking sick. And then he's like, I was like, yo, can I like get you a beer or something? He's like, yeah, stay there. I'll be back in 1 second. He was like going backstage. The second he left, I just turned around and walked away because I was so big, like so fucking high. And then I saw like a text like an hour before from Evan being like, oh, I think I kind of want to get out of here soon. And I was like, in my mind, soon meant like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then
The
after
opposite of soon.
I met a couple guys that I met at Rockfest up there, and I was just like dancing around with them and shit.
Was Spat there?
Not Spat,
Well, he might have been there.
maybe. But then I go downstairs just to see what Evan's up to, and he's like, "Oh, so you got my text?" And I was like, "No, what's up?" And I look at my phone. He's like, "I'm leaving in 5 minutes, with or without you." And I was like, "All right, fine, I guess we'll go."
I will say the first night though, when we both took Molly and we were both doing cocaine and that, I remember.
Mom, this is all allegedly.
Yeah, this is all allegedly. If my mom ever sees this too, none of this ever actually happened.
It's all just for a story.
Yeah, but
It was all me. It was
when
just
we
me.
went to see Ghost, and me and you were both like fucking pinging. And at the end of it, I was like, dude, that's the best fucking Ghost set I've ever seen in my life. And we end up meeting up with like Carly and Jake and Tom and Tyson and that. And as we're leaving, I was like, dude, that's the best fucking Ghost set I've ever seen in my life. And then Nate was like, yeah, but they didn't play Charisse. I was like, yeah, I can't believe that they didn't play Charisse. And Kevin's like, yeah, they did. And I was like, yeah, they did. We were singing it. And you were like, oh my God, we're fucking high.
Dude, all the MILFs that wanted to take my picture with me.
Dude, I wish I
Oh,
had
the stilt with the costume on?
I wish I had the one fucking picture I took on this broad's phone, because it was the one chick that grabbed you on your pud, and it was hilarious because I got the picture at the perfect fucking time. So these two fucking leggy MILF broads, they're like, oh my god, we love the fucking cotton, and they're going off, and they're like, can we get a picture? And Nate's like, hell yeah. So I was like, yeah, don't worry, like I'll get the picture, don't worry about it. So I had to grab the phone. Nate's got his arms around these two broads, and as soon as I'm about to hit it, the one chick just goes like, honk, and just grabs him by the pud, and like the picture I got, Nate is literally like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like just a thin layer of fabric between her
Oh
hand and
yeah.
my
She
pud.
might as well just grabbed your cock right there.
And I'm on drugs, so it was small.
Oh shit.
yeah, because we got that like wicked Molly too from fucking
Just the softest
from
dick she's
Rod.
ever grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Molly from Rod, and then I don't even know where I got the cocaine
Oh, the
from.
Rod Molly. Ooh.
Yeah, that stuff was potent. And the coke was good too. Actually, when we were at Slayer and me, you, and Kev were doing key bumps sitting on that park bench.
Yeah.
And then like, because we were going to go into the porta potties, but they had a bunch of security there. So we're like, fuck it, let's just do
It in
key
the
bumps.
open.
Let's just do key bumps in the open.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
going to suspect that? So we're sitting there, and then I remember I almost fucking was like, ah, and fucking threw the coke everywhere because I got the key bump on it. And I was here, hey, and I turn, and because I think it's security, cops, whatever, I turn, it's like this old broad, and she goes, you guys are fucking animals, man. And we're like, right on, dude. And she was like, fucking Slayer boys, and just walks away.
Dude, I
Did
think
she have a manly voice?
I distinctly remember she sounded like she knew her way around a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Oh.
I think while we were
Damn.
doing that, there was just like a girl behind the bush that we were sitting in front of just pissing.
No, actually, that was like shortly after we went up on the hill, because all the like the line for the porta potties was a fucking mile and a half. So
So
we're
all
like,
the guys just went to the back
Yeah.
fence and pissed on
yeah,
the
everyone's
fence.
just pissing through the fence. So me, Nate, and Kev, we're all pissing through the fence, and then all we hear is this chick go, "All right, guys, fucking get over yourselves. I'm fucking pissing too." And I kind of like turned, dude. This chick literally just fucking pitched a squat, and she's just pissing in a shrub, and she's like, "Fucking
Oh,
eyes,
shit.
eyes front and center, boys, eyes front and center. I'm just pissing over here."
I'd literally just be like,
It's so hard when she's like, all right, don't look, I'm pissing. You're like, huh?
whips her vagina out. I'd be like, I'm not looking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the fucking Heavy Montreal was such a fucking fever dream, bro.
Dude, I wish you got to go to Rockfest with us. Rockfest is way better because like you're
Oh, yeah, I went to
you're not
that.
stuck in the festival grounds. Like the whole town, like smaller than Dundas, is just turned into Rockfest.
The campsites are sick.
So
dude.
like to get into the festival grounds, you got to show your wristband and whatever, and like make sure you're not taking outside booze in.
Yeah.
But then there's a party on the street, and you're like camping like fucking 10 minutes away, we're 10-minute walk away.
Yeah.
So like
Beats
the
the
whole
hell out
time.
of
So
me
if you're
and-
feeling like shit, you can just go back and like take a nap and then
Yeah.
get back
It
into
was
it.
sick,
and, like,
yeah.
Beats the hell out of me and you having
can
to
also,
cross
like-
that like 8-lane bridge. That was like 8. Dude, fucking. So the bridge we had to cross to get into Heavy Montreal was like a fucking mountain. And then it's so wide across. We had to go like up the one side and then down a little like walkway, across a bridge, back up, and then still walk and go in. So like to get into there, we were walking for like fucking hour and a half.
Yeah, maybe not quite that. Yeah,
We were also moving pretty slow because
We
we were
were-
up till like 6 in the morning doing lines, and then I wanted to go and catch Brand to Sacrifice. Shout out to the Canadian boys. I wanted to see them, and they played at like 10 in the morning. Me and you both had a power vomit. Actually, think of that, when I met Kyle Anderson, I told him me and you both power vomited
Did
to
you
go
say
and
this
see
on the
them.
last episode?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we were
No,
No,
just
that was
talking
when I
about-
met.
Pretty sure you
I was
did,
talking. I was
actually.
talking about Sam Dunn.
No, I think we were talking about this as well.
No, we weren't. I watched the episode today. I didn't.
Oh, maybe we were just talking about it off air then.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, fucking, I've also told you it like 1,000 times that we power vomited, and Kyle Anderson was like, "The fuck is a power vomit?" And I
yeah,
was like,
this is the yeah.
yeah, I was like, yeah.
You didn't say it on the last
I
one?
didn't.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Maybe we were just sitting in your living room.
This is also
then.
like a famous fucking story that I tell, because I met my idol and then made him think I was a weirdo for being like, yeah, I had to throw up violently to go and see
Welcome
you
to the
play
club,
live.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a tough show to make it to.
Oh, 100%, man. Yeah.
'Cause it's
Dude,
middle
we
of
made
summer,
we
like-
made it to like the top of the bridge, and we were both just like staring at the water underneath it. And I was like, "Do you think this fall would kill me?" You were like, "Probably." I was like, "You want to give it a go?" So what's the
It
motive,
was
buddy?
so bad. 'Cause This is what, August?
Yeah.
Like, so we're waking up and
It's
going.
hot as fuck outside.
We're leaving at like 11, maybe 10:30, and yeah, it's already like
Dude.
30 degrees.
Yeah, like, bro, because I remember that weekend,
I
it
hate
was
that
like
shit.
hitting like fucking record highs, man. Like fucking with the humidex and shit, it was like almost 40 degrees out. It was so hot. They had people like at the, like when you'd get to the stage, they had guys with basically just like fucking water cannons, and it was like it was raining because they were just spraying
yeah,
water
just
up.
spraying it up, and then it like missed down, and it was like the greatest shit ever. But everyone's like, "Fuck, I have my phone on me." Like,
Yeah.
I got smokes on me.
Yeah.
I got like 3 packs of smokes in my pocket.
Yeah,
We got cocaine. We can't get that
yeah,
wet.
Yeah, no. But Lord knows, even
Why
if we
the
did,
fuck?
I'd
That's
still
so
do it. I'd be sniffing the putty.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Throw it out?
It's like banging Play-Doh.
yeah.
I'd be the first guy to like,
Hanging Play-Doh, that's the name of this episode.
and then it's up to interpretation. Like if you think I'm talking about fucking Play-Doh, you're just a weirdo, man.
You never fucked Play-Doh before?
Nah.
Did you ever eat Play-Doh?
Oh hell yeah,
It
bro!
was fun.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
it
new
used
Play-Doh
to,
doesn't taste as
yeah,
good.
dude, it used to taste better, man.
I'm so glad you know that.
Yeah, fucking. Actually, here's
I tasted it within a year.
Yeah, here's a fucking. That's funny as hell.
That's
See,
so fucking funny.
I haven't tasted Play-Doh recently, but this one, I remember I told my mom this shit, and she literally looked at me like I was retarded. But I bought a Nintendo Switch a couple years back, like 2-3 years ago, and when I bought it, I was talking to my older brother, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, like the little cartridges that the games come on, they put like a coating on them that's like super gross, so then kids don't put them in their mouths and swallow them and shit. And like I always buy games digitally, but when I heard that, I was like, I'm gonna buy a game physically and I'm gonna lick that shit. So I go out and I bought Metroid Dread just to see if it was true that they put this coating on the fucking cartridges so kids wouldn't put them in their mouths. I came home with it and I was like, yeah, Mom, I bought this game. My mom was like, oh, well, like I thought you always bought shit digitally because like it saves so much space. And then I was like, yeah, but like apparently they put a coating on the cartridge and if you lick it, it tastes like shit. And my mom's like, so you just bought that game so you could lick it? I'm like, yeah. And then yeah, I took it into my room and I licked it, bro. That shit is nasty as hell. It is fucking gross as shit.
What did it taste like?
It's like chemicals and bullshit. Yeah, like
Like a dandelion?
I haven't eaten a dandelion. I think now we're just low key starting the argument on who's dumber. In the comments, who do you think is dumber, me or Nate? Just
I haven't eaten a dandelion since I was a child, but
I haven't.
you've never tasted one?
No.
No.
They're fucking disgusting.
Don't
Oh,
they
really?
make tea out of dandelions and shit?
Yeah, but it's different than like a raw
Yeah, just
dandelion out of the
throwing one in
ground.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's like really like, maybe like not sour, but like kind of sour.
Yeah, dude. The Nintendo Switch cartridge is
I have
super
nothing
bitter.
to say.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch cartridge, it's like super bitter. It's not like
Yeah, that's the word I was looking
it's like
for,
it's like a
bitter.
bitter
So
fucking.
they purposely put some shit on it so kids wouldn't fucking
Yeah, because like
eat
to
it.
be fair, I can promise you I'd be able to swallow one.
True.
That's not the only
Like-
thing you're good at swallowing.
No, but like for real, I could swallow a Nintendo Switch cartridge.
Yeah.
I could, and like if I know I could, there's definitely a kid dumber than me.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, because I'm not that bright, but like I know enough. I am matured. I have aged. I know right and wrong. A
I like to think
youngin-
you're smarter than like most kids.
Yeah, and you never know. Maybe a kid like buys Kirby for the Switch, and then he's like, "I'm gonna be like Kirby," and just fucking. If I swallow the game, I'll become Kirby, and then fucking,
Yeah.
and then you got a lawsuit.
when you were a child, do you remember eating anything that you shouldn't have eaten and like swallowed it?
I don't remember much before like grade 9.
Damn.
Yeah.
I once had to go to the pediatric like emergency thing because I took I had gotten like a
Why do
a
I feel like this
transformer.
is a thing that you've done a lot as a kid?
The thing I did I haven't done a lot, but like
No. Visits to the fucking kid
it's
hospital.
surprisingly not that many.
Okay.
Not that many. Except for like all the times I got
You
bronchitis.
seem
but
like the
that's
kind
like
of person
not
that
my
would have
fault.
like your picture on their wall. or
Yeah,
something.
no, but this one I remember the look on my mom's face because like we went. You remember what was it called? Bucks and Bar Goons. You guys remember
Fuck
that?
yeah.
Yeah. So I went
I
in
used
there.
to get cap guns from there.
Yeah, so I went in there with my mom, and I can't remember what I
missed
did.
that
Did
part.
it have a little like fucking guy, like a little fucking cowboy guy with a big hat?
Bro, there was
like, what's
there was
the,
Bucks and Bargoons, and right beside it, most iconic thing I missed the most ever, Super Sub. was right
I
beside.
wasn't
Yeah.
around for Super Sub.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
I was still
so-
in Oakville.
that's fucking brutal.
Yeah, either way I go in
Mickey's
there,
mom
and like
worked
I
there.
think the irony of it was like I did really well on one of my like my report card when I was like super little. So like obviously I was smart. This will totally contradict that. So I got like this fucking Transformers action figure of like Optimus Prime and like Swift broke his arm off, and I got that little joint for like his shoulder stuck in my ear. and I was trying to get it with my teeny little nimble fingers, and then swiftly learned that I had to like
You probably pushed it in further.
yeah, I had to outsource that one because I remember literally like walking up to my mom and being like, I have the shoulder of Optimus Prime in my ear, and my mom's like doing the dishes and just like, what? I was like, yeah, I have his shoulder in my ear, and my mom just like took a look. She's like, oh my god, get in the car.
Yeah, I'm picturing for your mom, like, her point of view, like, guess my fucking afternoons are right off.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I ate a nut. Pause.
Play your cards right. You might eat 2 tonight, baby. You might eat
You know,
4,
make it
6
4.
more. You
Make
might,
it even
might
4.
eat 4
Even
not
4.
baby.
Even 4.
Well, 6 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, we could do 6. Well,
If
it's up to
Will's
you.
in, I'm not gonna just lump Will in.
Yeah, I
and
don't
getting
wanna do
his-
that
Unless
either.
both of y'all have
getting his-
one. I don't know. I don't judge.
Yeah, we're not out here judging.
Well,
if
I
you,
guess
if you're hung solo, that's between
It's
you and
up
the
to
Lord.
you, really, if you only want to eat one of
I've-
each of ours.
Feel like I don't have a choice in this scenario.
You don't.
6 nuts it is.
Anyways. Yeah, I swallowed a nut. Pause. I remember, I think it's one of
You
my
about to swallow 6? All right, sorry. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Don't
It's
stop.
one of
Don't
my
ever stop doing
first
Like
memories. I
Groundhog
was
Day?
so young. Don't ask me why, but I was standing in front of the TV, like fucking 6 inches away from it, and I had like nuts and bolts, and I had a nut in my mouth. Pause. I'm just gonna stop saying that now because it's gonna be so many in this story. But yeah, I had a nut in my mouth for some reason. I don't know. I like the metal taste, I guess. And I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden, I'm just like, and then I swallowed the nut, and it was like a big boy. And I'm just like, I never told my parents. And
Like a half inch or bigger?
it's probably like 1/2 inch, 3/4. It's like a big fucker.
That'll eat up the
yeah.
esophagus.
It was like, you know those like
that's
fish oil
probably
pills?
fucking-
Yeah.
It was like a little bit bigger than one of those. And it just like, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, nothing ever came of it. I looked in my
Is
poo
it still in you?
for weeks.
It's still in you.
You looked in your poo. How?
I would too, to be fair.
Well, I wasn't like digging
what did,
around.
Yeah, but yeah, I
No,
was
I
gonna
would
say
do
like,
that,
can you
but-
fucking
I'm dumb enough to eat a nut, but I'm not dumb enough to just rummage
fucking-
around in my
yeah,
poo.
Yeah, you're just doing
I was
it.
thinking I would just be like, see like a little shine.
So it's in
coming
you
out.
still.
No, I've gone through metal detectors.
What the fuck
Yeah, but
happened
if you
to
get
it?
like
I definitely
an
pooped it
MRI
out.
or whatever it
So you
is,
pooped it
you
out,
might
yeah.
turn into like a claymore.
Maybe I'll turn into Magneto.
How funny would it have been if the poo came out like real slender and it was just like in the eye of the nut?
That's what I was kind of hoping was gonna happen.
That'd be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Or it turns you into like a
So
Play-Doh
you didn't
factory.
feel it when you
No.
pooped it out? You're a little kid fucking asshole.
Yo, so you
didn't
got
feel
a
it?
fat fucking badussy on you,
Yeah,
don't
for a
you?
little
eh?
kid, too, Evan.
Yeah,
Think
like
about that.
you had a
Bro,
fucking.
kids have fat shits all the time.
Yeah, but they had little buttholes.
I thought you were gonna say fat shitters, and I was like, "Whoa, Nathan!"
I actually thought I was going
We
to say
are-
that too, but I didn't.
We are
I
swiftly
didn't
approaching
register that as
dangerous
inappropriate.
territory
That's
here.
No. Kids have fat shits.
No, I'm
all
just
the
saying
time.
they have little assholes. So I think you would feel the stuff coming out more.
We already went through the age of consent on this pods.
They would. Anatomically speaking, they would have little buttholes. Everything on them is smaller.
Yeah, but they still can have fat shits.
I agree, but it's like
If you have a fat shit and it's just stuck in the middle of it, you wouldn't know.
I feel like you would, but I guess not. Well, clearly not.
Clearly not.
All I'm saying is I would have thought you would know.
No,
all I'm saying.
I was like, I was waiting for it to hurt or to see something in my poo. And the first time going through a metal detector, it did go through my head. I was like, ooh, I wonder if this goes off. And
That'd be
they're-
so funny. It's just in your colon
They're
somewhere.
just like,
Just a party.
And I'm like, I ate a nut when I was a kid.
Well, there's that.
Like, do you need me to call somebody? Like,
That'd be the worst
no,
excuse.
I made it this far. I'm good. As long as I can get through, there's no problem.
It's like that episode of My Name Is Earl with the chick that works in the courthouse, and he shot her in the ass with a BB gun, and then every time she goes through the security check, it goes off because she had a BB in her ass.
yeah, that's a great show.
That's fucking
Also,
great.
another dumb thing I did when I was a kid. This one's more funny.
Funnier than swallowing a nut and pooing it out.
Maybe
All right, well let's go. I'm interested.
We'll let
now.
them decide.
I took a mud bath. So I had a sandbox and it rained one day and it was just all mud. So I stripped down butt naked and just rolled around in it and was like, your mom knows about this because I remember my mom talking to your mom about it, being like, fucking Nate came back to the house butt naked, head to toe covered in mud. And I was like in it, like, because I think it was like I watched The Lion King or something and it had a mud bath in it that they took and I was like, that looks like a fucking rad time. So I went and did it and my mom had to like go outside with a hose and like hose me off and then bring me to the bathtub. Which also we lived in a fucking shithole at this point. The bathtub we had would shock you.
That's a little troublesome.
Came on that built-in toaster. Fuck yeah.
No, this house was fucked. I think this was
No GFCI, nothing.
no. This house was.
How do you put one
fucking-
of those on a bathtub?
I don't know. We couldn't understand why we were getting shocked, but we were.
God damn.
Yeah, that house was a shithole. We had the pig stay inside a bunch. We had This was the first pig, Bob. We had 2 potbelly pigs.
Bob the pig, eh?
And then our next one was Suey.
Suey.
Did you ever meet Suey?
No, I don't think so.
Because he was up at the party house.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever met.
Yeah, I
Like
don't think I
He
saw
started
that either.
attacking people. My
Oh,
dad.
really?
I
fucking-
watched him chase Cody around with Cody's pants to his
You
ankles.
just turn him into bacon.
Why
No,
did
he's
Cody
a
have his
potbelly
pants
pig.
off?
I
here?
think they
Pig.
just fell down, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the only vision I have. I don't remember much.
Yeah, no, I got attacked by him the one day. It was scary because I was like fucking 80 pounds, 90 pounds soaking wet. And he fucking came in and just fucking Mitch 5 years ago headbutted me. Mitch used to headbutt a lot of people.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
did,
the
yeah.
pig did a Mitch and
I
just
thought there was
fucking-
another Mitch out there that you were talking. I was like, another Mitch out there? Headbutt?
Another Mitch that headbutts. One of the
5 years
tribe?
ago, no way. Like 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years
Okay,
ago, you
well.
were headbutting fierce.
But then this pig got me like, on the ground and was coming at me. And I fucking kicked it right in the snout. And then it like backed up for a second.
And then
I
it was like,
jumped out of the pan. And then I watched my dad hit him in the head with a 2x4 a bunch of times. Because the same thing
To
happened.
end his life?
No. These
gotta-
pigs are fucking tough.
I gotta take a piss.
The pig got me, like, did the same thing. Fucking headbutted me and got me to the ground and was going to attack me. And there was like a 2x4 sitting there. So my dad just grabbed a 2x4 and like fucking hit it over the head with a 2. And it like barely flinched.
Nice. That's fucking actually kind of jokes.
Yeah, well, he's like, it was going to kill me probably. Because they have big fucking
I've heard they
tusks.
can be really, yeah.
And he used to be sweet as hell. And then we had...
When you guys
Who
first
knows
moved
what
there, we
can
were like,
stress out a pig, though? You never know. Anything can do it.
Well, yeah, because he moved. When we
That
moved,
sounds like something that
when we moved to the...
Are pigs territorial?
No, but they're actually very intelligent.
I've heard they're intelligent, yeah.
He was originally in an apartment and was litter trained and everything.
Yeah.
And then he was in a condo.
I think they're actually smarter than dogs. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah. They're the smartest barn animal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was actually pretty disappointed Googling dogs the other day. Turns out they're actually like pretty dumb. A lot
What
of
do you
peop-
think about that, Diva?
They're not even the top like 30 in the
you
top
also
30.
drugged her.
I did drug her. Diva, are you going to come make an appearance? Hey, bitch?
I feel like saying you drugged the dog doesn't really paint a very good picture.
Yeah, you
No, it's just calming treats.
goji berries.
Don't worry.
It's goji berries.
Goji berries. It's all
Actually,
for
people
dogs.
can take them too, and it makes them really mellowed out. Yeah, you should try one.
Evan.
I've done it.
I'm fucking mellow as hell, man.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
I just
your shirt's
noticed
fucking
that.
sick.
Thank you.
That's fucking sick.
I've been talking to you this whole time and just realized how sick that shirt is.
Thank you. Yeah, I bought it years ago from.
Dude, if I wore that, it would be
Psych, it's gay as hell.
Evan. That shirt would probably be down to my shins.
Oh, dude, I'm not making. You know, actually, this will be fun. What size do you think it is?
XL.
Double XL.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with his.
Double XL. What do you think it is?
Just gonna go XL, I think.
It's 5XL.
Why the fuck do you
From-
dress like an
is it like-
idiot?
Why do
You were just complimenting his shirt.
Yeah, why are you mean
No,
to me
your
like all the
sizes.
time?
Why do you act like an idiot?
I don't. It's not an act, brother.
Why just are you an idiot? Why don't you know the answer to that?
Because I'm an idiot.
One time I was scootering with my brother when we were kids,
Scooter.
and there was a house under construction down the street, like 2 blocks down. And I really had to poop, like really badly, to the point where it was basically an emergency. So I went down into their unfinished basement, and I pooped on the concrete. And then we scootered back to my house.
Did you wipe?
No, I was out on the street. I don't have toilet paper on me.
Sucks, brother.
I just scootered 2 blocks home, and I probably wiped when I got home. But I still think about like the contractors that day.
See,
just finding a fucking poop
the one that
in the
You're
basement.
late to the poop convo, but I like it.
It just hit me now, like just. Now.
And now that you bring that up, I had a similar
I wonder
run-in.
if Kyle remembers it. I'm gonna ask him sometime.
So this was
We gotta convince Kyle to be a guest on here.
Yeah, I just don't think he likes. I can't remember what he said. It's not that he doesn't like the show or doesn't want to help us out. I think he was just kind of saying he doesn't like the way he sounds. And I think he's nervous.
We'll get a guitar for him, and then
yeah, and then
That'll
bully
just
him
make him
into
extra
playing.
nervous,
Yeah.
but you know.
But yeah, thinking of your pooping in
That
the
would be
unfinished
sick, though.
basement story. So this was like not even that long ago.
I was probably 7 years old to paint a picture.
Yeah. I was not 7. I was working at Pollard, so this was maybe like 3-4 years ago. But I was out in Peterborough. No. Actually, no, yeah, it was Peterborough. So I'm out in Peterborough, and like I'm on this job site, and I hated the guy that like was the site super. So like anytime any chance I got to fuck around, I would do it. And so I go into this unfinished basement, and I was like, fuck, I gotta piss real bad, but all the porta potties were on the far side of the site, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll make do. So I'm looking around the basement, looking for like, seeing if there was anything I could piss into, and all they had was like a Timmy's cup, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll piss into the Timmy's cup. So I pee in this cup, and then I pulled the Tyvek back on the wall, and I stuffed it into the insulation inside the wall, and then just pulled the Tyvek back down and stapled it again, and then left. So there is somebody in
fucking
Peterborough. If you watch this and you live in Peterborough, be very nervous.
Dude, is it like my story where I'll think about that like a lot?
Dude, I
like
think about
what
it.
the guy probably must have thought when he saw that.
Dude, mine is behind the wall.
Yeah.
Like it is literally in between the concrete and the drywall.
See, that's an
And
adult,
there's
like strategically thinking out like a decent spot.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I just pooped right in the fucking.
I
open there.
love the idea that like, what if it tips over one day and then it's like, dude, why is our wall leaking piss?
dude,
They smell like, oh,
if you
that's
have-
a drinker.
if you have a house in Smithville, Ancaster, Crystal Beach, or Caledonia, there's a good chance I have pissed in your walls.
What about Greensville?
I didn't work in houses in Greensville.
Oh, really? You lived in one.
I lived in one. Didn't piss in the walls
Didn't
in
piss
that
in the wall.
one.
You're not pissing in the walls where you're eating.
Oh yeah,
you-
one time
you
when I
don't
was
piss where you eat.
one time when I was really little, I didn't understand how fucking floor vents worked, and I peed into the
Yeah,
floor
you just thought
vent.
it'd be gone.
I peed on
Yeah,
my couch.
I feel that. Wait, purposely?
I
Yeah.
like the
Wow.
direction that this episode has taken.
Yeah.
When it was like right around the same time.
The
where
audience
I
is
ate
really
a
getting
nut
to know
as
us.
a kid.
Yeah.
It was right around the same time, the same age where I ate a nut as a kid. In that shithole house we had. I don't know why I did this, but I was watching cartoons.
You are a guy who just learns things the hard way.
Oh yeah. And I jumped over the back and then pissed
To
on the
this
back of the
day,
couch.
Evan.
Some things don't change, baby.
No, really not.
Just jumped over the back, pissed on the back of the couch, jumped back on the couch, and continued watching cartoons. I don't think I really understood how bad it is to just piss
What
on
do you got there?
things.
I got my fucking tobacco
Oh,
or
is that what that
nicotine.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You want one?
No, I'm good. Sorry. I was just curious.
So
You're
any
being such a-
Will, you got
They're
any
fucking,
fun peeing stories?
Keenan pissed on a chair once,
on
the
what?
dining table.
All right.
So
We're getting somewhere.
I was just in the. I don't remember what the night was or what the fuck happened. Probably a party, and everybody went home. Anyway, I was in the kitchen making food.
Classic.
And Keenan comes from his bedroom, opens the door, walks downstairs, walks up to the dining table, pulls out the chair, unzips his pants, pisses on the seat, pushes the chair back in, and then walks back upstairs. And as he's walking back upstairs, I just fucking like hit him, and I'm like trying to get his attention. He's just like sleepwalking basically. So I pick him up and drag him downstairs. I'm like, I am not dealing with this in the morning. You're dealing with this right now. And he woke up in the middle of me dragging him through the kitchen, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, clean up your piss. And he's like, what?
Oh my god.
And then he
fucking
cleaned up his
amazing.
piss.
Yeah, that's
he
a good
started
one.
cleaning up his piss, and then I went to bed.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
My oldest brother, Mitch, Mitch, I know you watch, and yeah, I'm outing you for this one. On his 19th birthday, he went out and got hammered. What are you doing, Diva?
Gotta get a cheap shot in.
He went out and got hammered, and then came back to the house. I was, I don't know, like 8 years old or something, or like 4 years old.
So you were hammered.
I was fucking eating nuts at that time. This was the next
6 of
house.
them.
6 of them.
But he came home hammered, and my parents' room was right beside the bathroom. So he walked into my parents' room and not the bathroom, and started pissing on their feet when they were sleeping. Hammered. So my dad jumps out of bed, butt naked, grabs him by the throat, and like has his like hand cocked back, ready to just like fucking punch him. And then you just hear my mom. She goes, "John, don't! It's Mitchell!" It's just my brother, still pissing, just like fucking hammered. And he's like, oh, that actually reminds me of another funny one of that same house.
That's so fucking funny.
I woke up.
How is there so many piss stories?
This one was my dad coming
A lot
home
of
drunk.
piss stories.
This one was my dad coming home drunk. I woke up in the middle of the night to him opening my door, because it was like the bathroom is in the middle of like the end of the hallway, and then on the right was my parents' room, and then on the left was my room. And so my dad went to the left this time and went to my room, and I woke up to him like opening my door, and I was like, "What's up?" Like, "Hey, what's up?" And he didn't say a fucking word. And he just starts like, he's like, goes like, I'm like laying down. He's like at my feet. And he just starts like undoing his belt. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, when I was young, so I wasn't like that. I was like, "Hey, what?" Like, "Hey."
Innocent Nate.
Whips his dick out. And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he just like opens his eyes. He's like, "This isn't the bathroom," and turns around and walks out. And I'm like, I was just so fucking close to getting pissed on.
Why is it always gotta be on a person?
That's funny as fuck.
It's an act. He knows what he's doing.
At least you woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up to like the door opening, thankfully.
Holy
But
fuck.
I wouldn't have had to clean it up. He would have had to clean it up.
Yeah. That's
And also,
well, you'd have to
he would
probably
have been
take
in
a
the
shower.
doghouse. My mom would have been, no pun intended, pissed.
Yeah.
I got one more good piss story.
I think we can conclude the episode after that.
Yeah, what are we at?
Yeah, we're about an hour.
All right, yeah. So
Wicked.
I'll tell this banger, because this one, like, this is more like there's some science involved to it. It's kind of funny. So when I worked at Pollard, all of the vans we had, you had to put like the diesel exhaust fluid in, and there was like always a shortage of fucking DEF fluid, so you'd have to go and like buy it sometimes.
Punching and
but
choking it
everyone
out.
would keep the bottles, and we'd use them to piss in, because it's a big jug. You fit a lot of piss in there. So me and one of my buddies, we were in the same truck together, and it wasn't my buddy's truck. It was a different guy. So I was with my buddy John. We were using Fonzie's truck. So if I could just to paint the picture, these aren't real names, but they kind of are. But so Fonzie's on vacation. We're using his truck, and like over the course of the week, or it might have been a week and a half, we like fill a DEF fluid jug with piss, and then we forgot to throw it out. We just left it in there, and like it was like the different brand that our company bought. You couldn't see inside of it. It was just like a white jug. So then fucking Fonzie comes back, and he's using his truck, and he's like, "Yeah, boys, thanks for not like fucking leaving my truck a mess, all that shit. I heard you guys were using it, and also like fucking good looking out, leaving me that jug of DEF fluid." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, no worries." And he walks away, and I'm like, "Wait a minute." Oh no. So I go up to John, and I was like, "John, did you leave DEF fluid in Fonz's truck?" And he's like, "No, why?" And I was like, Did you throw out the piss jug? Because I didn't. And he's like, "No." And we're both like, "Oh God." So then we're like, "Fonz, did you use that DEF fluid?" He's like, "Yeah, man, truck's working mint, bro. I was like almost out, bro. I topped it up and we're good." And I'm like, it's fine. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, it's fine." I was like, Dude, that was all piss. So I end up talking to one of my
That was
buddies.
I would have just not even said anything.
Yeah, so I end up talking to I think I was talking, I can't remember who it was one of the Sashas. It could have been the Russian or it could have been the Ukrainian, but I'm talking to one of the two of them, and because they're both car guys, right? So I'm like, yeah, like I tell them, I'm like, yeah, we piss in this death fluid jug, filled it right up to the rim, and then buddy used the whole jug in his truck. Like, is that gonna fuck the truck up? And he was just straight up like, I don't know, man. With all the ammonia in it, it's not like that far off from actual death fluid. So I don't see it being like, he's like, granted, I wouldn't do it all the time, but if you're in a pinch, it can't be that bad. And I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
All right, before we end the episode, I got one more piss story.
Oh my God.
This one will be quick. When I was younger, we would I'd go to my buddy's place and we'd like play video games in his basement and just like drink a shitload of pop. And his bathroom was upstairs that we didn't want to like wake his parents up and shit. So we would just like piss in bottles. And the one, it was like half ginger ale. And I was like, fuck, I gotta piss. And so I pissed in that bottle and then we went to sleep. And then the next morning, his mom was like, did you guys fucking do something to that ginger ale last night? It tasted funny. And we're just like, there's three of us.
No.
And we were just like,
This is not going where I think it's going.
we're like, yeah, we mixed like orange juice in it. She's like, yeah, okay, like I had a glass of it this morning and it tasted really weird. She drank our piss.
No.
Long story short. And yeah. And I'll tell you after whose mom it was. And fucking his brother found out about that, and he made my buddy and my other friend pay like his brother like $30 each to keep quiet.
Oh
and I was
my
like, yeah, I'll
God.
get you, and I just never paid him.
That's
And I was like,
hilarious.
you're not gonna tell your mom that?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? But yeah, that was fucked up. Just like she
See,
drank
now, fuck,
piss.
with all this talk, I feel almost weird doing my sign off and saying shit and piss and fart and cum, because now we've really covered, like, all
Those
we
are made into the
all we
topics
need
of
is an
today.
episode about farts. But then again, we're talking about shitting ourselves, and those always start with farts. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Technically, I'd say between all the episodes I've
Well,
been
when Jay
on,
shit
we've-
himself, it was a fart.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
overtrusted.
true. There we go.
You know what? Fuck it, yeah. Shit
Hold
and
on,
piss
hold
and
on,
fart.
hold on,
okay,
hold
yeah,
on.
my bad.
Subscribe.
This is where he gets all professional.
Like, comment, follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. I think I'll be making a Facebook page for us soon.
Oh, my grandparents are on there.
They don't have to follow.
I'm gonna block them.
Yeah. Me and Will were talking last time how we're going to try to get us onto Spotify, Apple Music.
Oh yeah.
All that shit.
Can we do that with video?
No. That'll
Yeah,
be
no, I
just
don't think-
audio.
Joe
But I
Rogan
have,
does it,
I
why
have,
can't we?
like, truthfully, like, what are they really missing
With the video?
with the video? Like,
I don't know.
Other than, like, this episode, not
missing
really.
Diva.
Yeah, they're
All I
missing
know
Diva.
is like people prefer video. Our views shot up when we started filming video.
Well, yeah, we'll still have the video on YouTube every week.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just...
I just wonder
I've-
if we could do that on all
I've
our
had a
stuff.
couple of people say that they'd prefer to have it on like Spotify so they can like listen to it while
Yeah.
they're working and
Oh, I'm
shit like
into
that.
it. I'm into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we just got to figure out how to do that.
No, I'm not
but-
saying we'll like gatekeep ourselves from giving the people what they want. I was just wondering if we could do video on all that stuff.
Also, I have finally gotten back into writing stand-up, so hopefully in the next few weeks I can give some dates
Am I
for
in
you to
your
come
way,
out and
Diva?
see me do some stand-up.
But most importantly,
yeah.
shit and piss and fart and cum.
And come and farts.
Signing off.
Peace,
Ciao.
All
bitches.
that stuff.
Diva?
Put her in the microwave.